Alright, this will be the Gacha guide for the month of December. I apologize for the delay on this one. The balance change in my schedule has been an absolute nightmare. Before starting, I just want to say these are my opinion and you're welcome to disagree with me and let me know if I missed something. I'm always happy to see other people's counterpoints. We will be covering Christmas Oguri in this video, even though it's supposed to be January 1st, because the official schedule is always a little bit sooner than what is projected on this timeline website. And even if it is January 1st, then we're going to include it in this video anyway. So first up, we have Kawakami Princess. She has 10% power bonus, 20% gut bonus. Her aptitude, turf, medium, or mild, and then lay surgery preferably. Her unique skill, Princess Must Seize Victory, is an okay skill, 5-second, 0.35 speed. All activate on the final straight, and then also being blocked from either side for 2 seconds. Nothing too crazy in my opinion. Definitely not a terrible skill by any means, but it's a pretty decent skill. Innate skill, we got Nimble Navigator, Unyielding Spirit, Outer Swell. Natural level skill, we got Laser Surge straight away, and then No Stopping Me. She kind of loses value because of the Unity Cup changes where they included No Stopping Me when the original version doesn't have it, so she would have been a little bit more valuable in the previous iteration, but because of the new iteration of the Unity Cup where you can pretty much guarantee, well not guarantee, but like have easier access of No Stopping Me, she does lose a bit of value there. Standard Distance and also Rising Dragon, which is the upgraded version of Outer Swell. And then skills from event, Prepare to Pass, Home Stretch Haze, and also more Outer Swell hints as well. Overall, this Uma is nothing too crazy in a meta perspective, I don't believe. And if she's your Oshi or you really like her as a character, then obviously still pull for her. You should always pull for Uma that you really like. It will just make your games much more enjoyable. Alright, let's move on to the support card banner. First up, we have the Seiyu Sky SSR Stamina card. This card I actually have, so I have a little bit more, I can give a little bit more input. It is a pretty decent stamina card. At 0 LB, it has 70 specialty priority. With the unique effect added to the mood effect as well, has 45 mood effect and 25 friendship bonus. Also have initial friendship gauge at 20 as well. So it's a really nice stamina card static, really consistent rainbow once you unlock the rainbow training. If you get it to 1 LB, you can also get a stamina bonus as well. The other LB is like 3 LB and 4 LB is not as significant. I mean, it does raise some of these other stats, which is nice, right? But like the thing that unlock is skill hint and skill hint frequency, and the hint is nothing too crazy in my opinion. I think the only thing that's really like good is like tail held high. The rest of these are like very situational or just like not that great. Skills you can get from this event: dodging danger. This is actually added from the skill adjustment changes. And the first chain event, if you click the first one, you can now guarantee dodging danger, which can be really good for your front runner. Second win if you decide to end the chain event, which I don't know why you ever do that. And then the third chain event, you can either get fast pay or escape artist. One of the very rare card that can actually grant you escape artist is this card, but there will be another card that I will mention in this video that can also grant it. Overall, a pretty solid stamina card, especially for your front runner, but nothing to spend your cards on in my opinion. You can just use your whatever SR stamina card that you have or your McQueen card just to get the stamina from there. The next support card with the Seiyu Sky banner is Yaino Muteki. This is a power card. This card is mainly used for parent runs where she has a lot of nice skill. Even at 0 LB, as you can see that it has skill hint level 2 and then hint frequency of 40 as well. If you max it to MLB, this will be hint level 4, which means you'll instantly get max discount on the skill that you hit the hint on, and then also make the hint frequency a lot higher as well. You don't really use this card for like the stats, you use this for the hints. As you can see, a lot of decent or versatile skill here. We got ramp up, home stretch haste, prepare to pass for your page chaser, up tempo for medium, and then the tail held high as well. So a bunch of decent or okay skills for you to grab in your skill hint for your parent run. Skills from event: subdues Laserger and hesitant Laserger. This is added from the skills adjustment changes, where you can now guarantee these two on the first chain event of this card. The second chain event, also worth mentioning, is that you can continue this chain event and get 20 energy, or you can end it, get 10 energy, and then you can get playtime is over plus 3. Playtime over is a pretty good skill overall, so you can, if you want to go that route, you can definitely do that. And if you do decide to go to the third chain event, you can get its on hint plus 3 or hint plus 1. Overall, really nice card for your parent runs. Obviously, I would not recommend pulling for it just for that. You can just borrow this MLB of this card from a whale and you'll be good to go for your parent run if you decide to go that route. Okay, so Mahan Cafe, 30% stamina bonus, all in on stamina. And obviously, because of that, she specializes in the longer races, specifically long races, where you can also run her in the medium races. She can run in the late surger position, but also in the end closer position with straightaway spurt if the track allows you to have good value with straightaway spurt. A unique skill chasing after you is you can only activate it at the second half of the race. You have to be 4th to 6th position to activate it. And the skill increases your speed by 0.25 per 6 second and also drains speed from 5 closest Uma ahead of her as well, which is pretty unique. I'm not too sure how impactful this draining is at the time of the skill activating. I don't think it's too significant in my opinion, but in a skill, we got Rainy Day, Stamina Eater, and Small Breather. Dungeon level skill, you get Highlander, which can be very good on some track. Relax, which is a gold recovery skill for Late Surger if you run her in the Late Surger position. Passing Pro, and then also Stamina Siphon, which is the upgraded version of Stamina Eater. This one is it's not quite a gold recovery skill level of 0.55. This one is 0.35, but it also drains stamina from the 5 Uma ahead of her as well, which is pretty unique. Skills from the event, you can get Slick Surge, Long Straightaway, Long Corner. I'm gonna specifically talk about this one because I'm actually planning on pulling for Manhattan Cafe myself. For her secret event, depending on how many long races you win, you can actually get bonuses. So, and this doesn't specify if it's G3, G2, or G1, so I assume any long races work. If you win 2 to 3, you get long straightaway hint +1, 4 to 5, you get +2. And then you really want to go for the 6 or more for that +2 on long straightaway and also long corner hint +2 as well. So overall, really solid Uma. She will be strong in some of the CM coming up, but nothing too meta defining where I would encourage a lot of people to pull for her. She is obviously you pull for her if you really like her. I know a lot of people like Manhattan Captain like myself, so if you like her for her design or her lore or whatever, then definitely do pull for her. Alright, for the support card banner, we first have an SR card. I'm not going to go too much over this. It's an SR card. It's a gut card. Can give you Lone Wolf, what condition, very fast, medium corner, yada yada yada. The skill, yeah, this card is whatever. If you get it, it's cool. If you don't get it, it's whatever. Nakayama Festa. Stamina card will be the SSR for this support card banner. This card is a bit I don't think it's too crazy. It has gut bonuses, training effective bonuses, stamina, initial stamina, specialty priority mood effects. So it has a lot of the good stuff for a stat stick, but uh, the skill hint is really long, and there's some decent skill here for sure. You have all I've got, Slick Surge, straightaway, Laser straightaway can be good, Outer Soul can be good, but obviously because the pool hit is so big, the chance of you hitting the skill that you really want is gonna be quite low. I don't really like cards with big skill hit unless it's like very targeted for a specific style, a specific race, distance. But like that's never the case for any card in my opinion. The one thing notable thing is that this card can actually grant you Uma stand on her second chain event or third. The third chain event. Okay, the third chain event, you can guarantee Uma stand if you choose the the top option for the first chain event. If you choose this bottom option for the first chain event, then you can either get Come What May or All I've Got hit +3. Come What May is just the upgraded version of All I've Got, so if you want to go that route, you choose the bottom option. If you want to guarantee Uma stand, you choose the top option on the first uh, chain event. And this card you can technically use this card for Uma Stan parent farming, but I would why would you not just borrow like the King Halo power card where she can get Uma Stan on the first chain event? I believe it's the first chain event, where it's more like guarantee consistently you hit Uma Stan on your Uma. Where sometime if you do decide to run this card for Uma Stan farming, for example, you might not hit the third chain event. Like it is possible, and you just not hit it. So like I don't see why you would use this card over like the King Halo one if you do decide to farm for Uma Stamp specifically for that. So again, overall just a decent stamina card, nothing too crazy, nothing really to worth pulling for. Alright, so Symboli Rudolph Festival. This one is a bit interesting. So 8% speed bonus, 14% stamina bonus, 8% whip bonus. She has everything what the normal Symboli Rudolph has in terms of attitude. This one, although the normal Rudolph, you generally want to run as a laser surger because of how the unique skill works. This one, you want to run her as a page chaser because her unique skill, Arrow Whistle Shadow Disperse, can only activate when you're in the first half of the pack, which if you're a page chaser is a lot more consistent that way. And then you also have to be, someone have to try to overtake you for 2 second, I believe. And it also has to be in the late race as well, and also on the final corner. And then you get a 6 second 0.35 speed, which is pretty nice. Their innate skill, she got Fall Runner, Inside Skill, Stamina Despair, Potential Skill, Straight Descent, which is really nice. Pace Chaser skill, again, in some map where there's a downhill towards the end of the race, this is really nice to have. Calm and Collected, Gold Recovery skill for Pace Chaser. Pace Chaser straight away, another skill with Pace Chaser, and then also Fall Frenzy. This one is interesting. They started adding gold, green skills now. This one can only activate in the autumn races. This gives you 60 speed and 60 power as well. So crazy uh, gold green skills there. It does cost 130, so it's a little bit pricey, but 60 speed and 60 power and one green skill is pretty nuts. Although you can only activate it in autumn races, so keep that in mind. Skills from event, rainy day, prepare to pass at Patience Corner. You can get these from I think RNG events, but generally just a lot of nice Patience skill there. So definitely would recommend using her in the Patience position. I do think she's a pretty strong horse, but again, I don't think she's so strong that I would recommend most people to pull for her on a meta perspective. If you like Symbolic Rudolph, again, obviously you should pull for her. The next character, we got Gold City Festival. This one has 8% speed bonus, 8% power bonus, and 14% wit bonus. And her aptitude is the same as your regular Gold City. And just like normal Gold City, you do want to run her as a Lace Searcher because her unique skill is actually kinda nuts as a Lace Searcher. Dancing in the Leaves. This skill can only activate on the final corner. You have to be between 3rd and 6th position, and you also have to be blocked for at least 2 seconds. And this skill is 5 second, 0.25 speed increase, and also a 0.3 acceleration increase. So this horse can be really strong as a Lace Searcher if you hit the skill along with like Pump Some Iron. And then obviously the track condition also plays a role into it, right? But yeah, on the right track, with the right condition, this horse as a Lace Searcher can go really insane. And a skill, Rainy Day, Open Gambit, Be Still. Potential level skill, Lace Searcher Savvy, Battle Formation, which is the upgraded version of Opening Gambit, I believe. Yep. I'm not sure how useful this one is. You do decrease acceleration of Uma's ahead of you, but it's in the early race, so I'm not too sure how significant the early race acceleration matters. But Laser Corner also innately in her kit from potential level 4. Lie in Wait, which is a gold recovery skill for the Lace Searcher position, and the skills from event you get Unyielding Spirit, 1.5 million CC, and also Slick Surge as well. Something to mention, this Uma does not come with on your left like your normal Gold City. So you do want to get your on your left or your Slick Surge from somewhere else, and then also if you run it in a mile race, you also have to get updrafted from somewhere else. So just keep that in mind. Overall, I think this Uma also have really solid potential, just like Symbolic Rudolph. I think this one probably has I would say a little bit better than Symbolic Rudolph in my opinion because of if you hit all your gambos with this unique skills, I think this girl is gonna go crazy. So I will still not pull for her in a meta perspective, but if you like Ghost City, if you really like Lace Searcher, then this might be something you want to consider. Next up, we got the support card. So Current Chan SSR's Wit card. This card, in my opinion, would have been pretty crazy if not, if Fine Motion and Nice Nature Wit card does not exist. Because I think this card is a really strong Wit stat stick. Has 15% mood effect on the unique, which comes with the initial one, this 35 mood effect, 50 specialty party, 25 friendship bonus, and it doesn't have any initial friendship gauge until you get to 3 LB, which once you get to 3 LB you get 15, which is not that much, but like in terms of a stat stick, this has very high specialty party, decent friendship bonus, pretty high mood effect with a unique effect on top of that. The support hint for this card, we have Sprint Straightaway, Sprinting Gear, Meticulous Measure, Hesitant Lace Surgery, Disorient, a bunch of sprint skill generally, and then skills from the event, you get Stop right there, Playtime is Over, Perfect Prep, which is the upgraded version of Meticulous Measures, I believe, yep, and then also Intimidate as well. The first chain event, if you do decide to go for Perfect Prep, then you want to keep going on the chain event, but if you want to just end this event, get 30 energy, get Playtime Over, which is a really solid skill, like I mentioned earlier, then you can just end it on the chain event and then move on with your career after that. There's a really strong wit stat stick, like I mentioned earlier, but you do need to make it like 3 or 4 limit break, preferably a max limit break, because you get 30 initial friendship gauge, right? So this is, in my opinion, a luxury support card for whales. Especially, I think this card can be really good for sprint team in the team trials for the whales. have really high wit yield and also some really nice sprint skill as well. So, but for the normal people, I would not recommend falling for it. Just use your fine motion or nice nature wit. And if you don't have any of those, that's also fine because I think a lot of the SR wit card this game has is really strong already. So I don't think you need to worry too much about this card. And then next up, Naruto Brian SSR Stamina card. This card is, I'm not going to go too much about it. I think this card is not bad, but it's not great either. So for him, just like your normal Naruto Brian card, kind of all over the place. Late Searcher, long, medium, Pace Chaser. So getting the skills that you really want for that specific Uma is going to be pretty hard. Skills from event, you can get up tempo, beeline burst, and lone wolf. Beeline burst, this one is guaranteed, unlike the Nishino flower event where you can actually just get straight away a depth and not beeline burst. Beeline burst did get buffed from 0.8 base duration to 2.4 seconds. So if you hit this in the right spot, this can actually go pretty hard. But I don't think you should pull for this guy just for beeline burst. And then the stat is like not bad, but like obviously I would not recommend people to pull for a card that's not bad or like okay. So this card I don't think is too crazy from what I see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm missing something, but yeah, I would not spend your carrots on this card. Alright, so Posting Jordan. This one is a little bit confusing for me when I was looking into her. So she have 10% speed bonus, 10% power bonus, and 10% gut bonus. She has an aptitude of A in turf, medium, long, and then pace or late. And her unique skill, pop and polish. You have to be in the final straight. You have to be in the first four position, and then you have to either try to overtake someone or someone is trying to overtake you for at least 1 second during the final straight. It gives you a 0.35 speed for 5 seconds, which is pretty decent. An A skill, she got long shot, slick surge, medium straightaway, potential level skill, preferred positioning on your left. All I've got, and then race planner, and then skills from event you get straightaway, acceleration and farther, but like nobody cares about these skills. What I'm confused about, and people that play in the other server, more experience and knowledge, can please let me know in the comment section down below, is why does she have, so her unique skill, preferably you want to run her as a pace chaser, because you want to be in the top 4 position to activate the skill, right? So I'm not too sure why they included on your left, and then also like page chaser skills on. It just feel like they're trying to give us mixed messages, and I'm not even sure which position, which style it's even best for her. Like, or are they trying to give us flexibility, or I know the JP version has evolved skills. So I don't know if one of these will turn into something that's more towards one single racing style. But for now, this is like pretty confusing. I'm not gonna say too much about it because I'm a bit confused about this identity of this Uma myself. Overall, probably should just pull for this if you really like this Uma as a in general. But in terms of meta perspective, I can't even tell you. Like, I'm a bit confused myself. Alright, support card banner. This one is what a lot of people will talk about. I think a lot of people already planned out what they're gonna do with this banner anyway. We got the Alcantara Pasa SSR power card, and then the Kitasan Black Rerun banner is here. So let's talk about Alcantara Pasa power card first. She has 10% friendship training on her unique effect, and also 20 specialty priority on it. At 0 LB, you get 55 specialty priority with the unique effect, and then also 25 friendship bonus with the unique effect. That's 30% mood effect, so already a pretty strong static as it is. But once you get to 3 and 4 LB, you get training effectiveness as well. So if you can get to 3 or 4 LB, this card becomes a crazy power static of a card. The skills, generally speaking, is okay in my opinion. The skill hint pool is like decently big, and then also it depends on, yeah, there's pace chaser and also medium skill. So if you run one of those Uma, then some of these skills might be useful for you. Also sunny day and standard distance for the green skills. Skills from event, you can get stamina to spare, sunny day, and also killer tune, which is the upgraded version of up tempo, which also got buffed, so down maybe the skill is like pretty decent now after the changes. And now you got to Kitasan Black. I don't think I need to talk too much about this card. This card, everyone already knows how strong this card is, what it does. But the thing I would notice is that the 3LB and MLB is when she gets the biggest spike, because she only has 20% specialty priority without 3LB. Once you get to 3LB, you get 40 on top of the 20, so 60 specialty priority. And then once you get to MLB, you get 80, and then plus the 20, which is 100 specialty priority, which is really crazy. Support hands, a lot of you guys already know this, but I'm going to go over it anyway. Corner recovery, straightaway recovery, extra 10, corner, dead long corner, front runner, straightaway, dodging danger, focus, yada, you get it, yeah. You can get straightaway death from the second chain event, and then also third third chain event, you can guarantee Professor of Curvature, him +1 or him +3, depending on what your speed is during that time, and you can get up to 3 hint on Professor of Curvature, which is a really universally good skill for every Uma, so which is really nice. Makes this card really good. If you do not have Kitasan Black to at least 3 LB, I would recommend you to pull on this banner. If you have 3 LB, you can choose to pull for MLB, or you can choose to save depending on your polling timeline. If you have enough cards for something Uma or a support card banner coming up soon or in the future, depending on your budget. And then for MLB, if you have MLB Kitasan Black, obviously don't care about pulling for this banner. I would not pull for this banner just for counter positive power. It's a really good card, but like nothing worth pulling for. But her being there next to Kitasan Black Rerun banner is a really nice thing. I think it's better than Satono Diamond in terms of the general usage and where you can use the card. Alright, so Mejiro Dober. This will be a fun Uma to talk about. She has 10% speed bonus, 20% width bonus. She runs in turf, mile or medium, and then also the laser position. A unique skill, moving past and beyond. It looks like a lot of text here, but I'll just sum it up to you. It's basically just like a better version of Mejiro Ryan, because you can actually activate it in the 5th position along with the 6th position. So you don't have to be, absolutely have to be in the 6th position. You can also be in the 5th position to activate it. The one downside of it is that you cannot be rushed to activate the skill. If you are rushed once before the skill activate, you will not be able to activate the skill. So that's why you generally want, that's why she has 20% whip bonus to have higher width, so she can have a lower chance of being rushed. So this will be a parent, this will be a laser parent unique skill. So if you run a laser that's not Ryan or Dober, you generally want to inherit Ryan and Dober and then play for the 6th position to activate both of them at the same time, and then you just go crazy, right? This skill is 4 seconds, 0.4 acceleration. The inherited version is just 2.4 seconds, 0.2 acceleration, so still pretty decent. And then obviously if you run her as an ace, then you just put Mejiro Ryan. If you run Mejiro Ryan as the ace, you put her as a parent to get this unique skills as well. So an ace skill, Kyoto Race Course, Sharp Gaze, Soft Step, nothing too fancy. Potential level skill, Laser Surge straight away, All Seeing Eyes. You can use her as a debuffer. I don't know how great that would be. Up tempo, and also Yodo Invicta. I don't even know what that means, but basically it's another gold green scales. Another one just like the Symbolic Rudolph Festival version that I talked about earlier. This one can only activate in a Kyoto race course, and this one boosts your stamina by 60, your width by 60, and your speed by 60. So this one gives you 180 value compared to like the Symbolic Rudolph one, which gives you 120 value. Now obviously one of them is width, which is like, width is not like the most crazy stats to get a big boost on, and it still costs 130, but it's still a lot of stats, right? And that's definitely something to consider if you do run in the Kyoto race course. I don't think there will be another Kyoto race course CM for a long while. I think it's the next one is like a year or a year and a half away. I think I'm not too sure. I need to recheck the schedule on that one. But yeah, there's that. And then she also, from events, you can get Fall Runner, Unyielding Spirit, and all I've got. All in all, Mejiro Dober is a very crucial laser parent for a decent while, and if you do really like Laserger, then you can consider pulling for her to make your own Mejiro Dober parent for your Laserger. Or if you just really like Mejiro Dober or just the Mejiro family in general, then obviously you can still pull for her as well. But you don't have to pull for her, because if you do decide to run a Laserger ace, you can just use your Mejiro Ryan, which I think most people will have, and then probably easier to get as well, and then just borrow a Mejiro Dober from someone with a really cracked parent for Mejiro Dober, and then you'll be set for your Laserger ace that way. Alright, the support card. First off, we have an SR speed card of Vodka. This one is an SR card. I'm not going to go too much into it. It's a decent card with your normal Vodka support hit full, really humongous. Has Slick Surge updrafter, which can be good. You can't get Mile Corner and Nimble Navigator. Nimble Navigator, I think, is from a random event. Yep. And then the Mile Corner, you have to do an RNG with the first chain event. You choose the bottom option, you have a chance to get Mile Corner that way. Generally speaking, it's not a bad card by any means, but I think the other SR speed card is probably just better in terms of the skills and also the stats yield that can give you. The SSR card that pairs up with it though is Daitaku Helio SSR power card. I know there's already a Daitaku Helios SR power card, but this one is specifically more for front runner. First off, it got power bonus, friendship gauge on the unique effect, friendship bonus mood effect, training effectiveness, and a specialty party of 20, which is quite low. If you get it to MLB, it's still 35, so it's not too crazy. Don't think that unlocked at 3 and max limit break is skill hint level and hint frequency. Being Daitaku Helios, the support hint pool is actually pretty nice for especially in the Mile CM. You get ramp up, Mile corner, shifting gear, slipstream, so speed eater as well for your front or pace chaser, which is really nice. And then the skills from event. This one is worth mentioning. You can get early lead from this card, but it's not guaranteed. It is random, but it is an option for you there. And also you can grab Escape Artist, which is the other card now besides the Seiyu Sky Stamina card that can grant you Escape Artist. It's still RNG, which I don't really like. I wish they would just give us a chance to, an option to just guarantee Escape Artist, but this one's also RNG just like Seiyu Sky, where you can get Fast Pace or you can get Escape Artist. And then you can also get Pace Chaser Corner from the random event. Where is it? Oh, no. You can get Pace Chaser Corner on the first chain event. If you are not running this card for front runner, you are running it for a Pace Chaser, you can just end this event early and then just get your 10 energy, 15 speed, and your guaranteed Pace Chaser Corner that way, which is also pretty nice as well. Overall, this card is not bad. You can get some pretty nice skills depending on what type of Uma you're running, but I would not recommend using your character pool for this card specifically. Alright, so now let's talk about the Christmas character. We're talking about Christmas Biwa first. She has 12% stamina bonus, 12% power bonus, and 6% whip bonus. Just like your normal Biwa, her aptitude turn A, medium, long, and then pace chaser or late surger. Her unique skill, presence from X, is okay. 0.35 speed for 5 seconds. You have to be in the first 5 position in the first half of the race, and then you also have to be in between the second and fourth position at the second entering the second half of the race to activate it. I think the skill is whatever. I don't think it's too crazy. Innate skill, home stretch haze, passing pro, preferred positioning. Potential level skill, patience or savvy, VIP pass, which is the gold version, passing pro, I believe. Yep. For your long CM. Patience just straight away, and then also in body and mind, which also got buffed for the duration to be 2.4 now from, I think it was 1.6 before, right? I think it was 1.6. So 1.6 to 2.4 second. I'm still not sure how big of a change that is. It's better than before, but I don't think it's still too crazy in my opinion. Skills from event, Hanshin race course, winter runner, pressure, straightaway acceleration, preferred to pass. So overall, this Uma doesn't really have anything too stand out in my opinion. If you really like Biwa and you really like her Christmas outfit, then obviously pull for her. But in a meta perspective, I think she's alright. She's nothing too crazy. What is crazy though is the Oguri Cap Christmas, which is a lot of people already anticipated. She has 15% speed bonus, 15% stamina bonus, and just your normal Oguri Cap can run in so many different races: mile, medium, long. You can run her as pace, you can run her as late. And then her unique skill, Festive Miracle, is really insane. You do have to activate 3 recovery skill to activate it, and you have to be in the second half of the race. But this skill for 5 seconds can grant you 0.25 speed, 0.3 acceleration, and also 0.35 recovery as well, which is really insane. And I think a decent amount of people already know this by now, but you can actually manipulate when you activate this skill based on the timing of when you activate your third recovery at the second half of the race. Specifically, 777 will activate this skill at the 777 meter remaining of the track. You can activate this as your last recovery, and then you proc your unique once there's 777 meter left, and then you proc this unique, and then you go off, and you probably have a high chance of winning the race from that. Her innate skill, shake it out, inside scoop, hydrate, nothing too fancy. Awake, potential level skill, small breather, gourmand, which is really nice for face chaser, gold recovery skill, 777, which is very crucial for this Uma, and then innate experience. I'm not too sure. I don't have much experience with inside scoop or innate experience. I'm not too sure how big this one is. If anyone have any idea, please let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you. Skills from event, Nakayama race course, hydrate, and then winter runner. I think a lot of people asked if she's still high pull value with all of the different changes. She's definitely not the god status, which is how I would classify her if the changes never came out. She's still going to be very strong in certain CM, but these changes make other Uma more viable, and because none of the players from the Japanese, Korean, or Taiwanese server have the system implementation for these older CM, no one really know the best strategy anymore. But I still think she's really strong. Her unique is insane if you can get it to proc, and also she's Oguri cap, and with Cinderella, Cinderella Grave Part 2, I think a lot of people will really want to pull for her, so I would recommend pulling for her still, in a meta perspective, and also because I'm a little bit biased because I really like Oguri cap as a character. Alright, so let's talk about the support card banner, the last banner that we're going to talk about in this video. I have a Top Gun SSR speed card. This card is a luxury card. You would not want to get this card if you are a free to play. You only get this card if you are a whale. You can get this at 3 or max limit break, because this is kind of this card kind of gives me Kitasan Black vibe, where this card doesn't have any specialty priority. Has very high mood effect, friendship bonus, decent training effectiveness, has 5%, which is nice. But if you get it to 3 LP, obviously some of these increases, but you get 40%, 40 specialty priority at 3 LP, and then once you get the MLP, it jumps from 40 to 80. So 40 increase in specialty priority, really insane. Obviously, most people will not be able to pull this card to 3 LP or 4 LP. They have better things to pull for. But if you're a whale, this is definitely an option, a very solid speed card overall. Support hint, now stand the distance, straight away recovery, corner of death, straight away death, then navigate it, go with the flow, yada yada yada, you get it, yada. Then you can get head on, which is a really nice pacer skill. You can only get this skill from some Uma's secret event currently, but this card will be the first card to have a chance to get head on. I say chance because this is from the first chain event. You have a chance to get head on the top option, or you can just not get it. It's RNG. You can also kind of use this card to get parent farming for head on, but obviously again, like I said, it's not very consistent. Yeah, there's a chance of you not hitting it. And then also you can get competitive spirit, restless, and then also straight away adept as well. So again, overall, I think this card is more of a whale card. If you're a free-to-play player, I would not really recommend playing for this card. You should probably save your cares for some other stuff in the future months coming up. And then the other card, Naruto Taishin, SSR Wit card. Like at first when I saw this card, I thought this card is low-key bugged, because when you look at this, right? I don't know if they screwed it up on this page or not, but generally a card will have like a second to unlock, two lock thing, right? One that is locked in 1 LB, and another one is locked at 3 LB. But this one doesn't have it. I don't know if this is like mistake on this website part, or this is just how this card is. But generally speaking, this card is not too great in my opinion. 20% strategy priority from the unique effect, some speed bonuses when training together, 25% friendship bonus, training effectiveness 5%, but then like there's nothing too crazy. Support hint can be decent. Lone wolf, some of these recovery skills, masterful gambit, and closer corner, and then skills on these event. The gold skills with this card is sleeping lion, which is like it's whatever, right? It's not nothing too crazy. Just not even guaranteed, by the way. You have a chance to just get the normal version of standing by. So like this card is just whatever. I don't care too much about this card. I don't think this card is that great overall. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments, questions, thoughts, if I misspoke, if you disagree with some of these, please drop a comment down below. I'll greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys. Have a good one. Take care.